Your puppy is going to meet a toddler someday, a man in a hat, a skateboard, a thunderstorm, a vet with cold hands. And right now, in these first few weeks, their brain is literally deciding whether those things are terrifying or totally fine. You have a window. It closes. And most people don't find out it closed until their dog is 2 years old, lunging at strangers on a leash, and they're Googling, "Why is my dog aggressive?" I'm going to tell you exactly how this window works, when it shuts, and the 5 things you need to do before it does. Here's the thing nobody tells you at the breeder's house, or the shelter, or the pet store. They say, socialize your puppy. They hand you a pamphlet. Maybe they say, take them to the dog park. And you think, great, I'll do that. I'll take my puppy places. I'll introduce them to dogs. No big deal. But here's what the pamphlet doesn't tell you. Socialization isn't just exposure. And the window is shorter than anyone lets on. Most people think socialization means let your dog sniff other dogs. It doesn't. It means systematically introducing your puppy to the full range of human experience. Sounds, surfaces, people of all kinds, animals, environments, handling in a way that builds confidence, not just tolerance. And the window for that? The window where the brain is literally designed to absorb new experiences without defaulting to fear? It closes around 12 to 16 weeks. That's 8 to 12 weeks of life, give or take, where you have maximum leverage. After that, the brain shifts from learn what's safe to be suspicious of what's unfamiliar. That's not a personality flaw, that's survival biology. It's the same reason wild animals don't walk up to strangers. But here's the gut punch. Most puppies don't even come home until week 8, which means you've already burned half the window just waiting. And if you spend the first 2 weeks at home being cautious, not going places because they don't have all their vaccines yet, you might burn the whole thing. Let me show you how to use what's left. The clock started the day they were born, not the day you brought them home. Step 1. Understand the actual timeline. Let's get specific, because vague advice is useless. The socialization window in dogs runs from roughly 3 weeks to 14-16 weeks of age. Science calls it the sensitive period. During this time, the brain is primed to form neutral or positive associations with new things quickly and without much repetition. After it closes, that same process takes much longer and sometimes doesn't fully work at all. Here's the breakdown. Weeks 3-7, happening at the breeder or foster home. This is when they need exposure to household sounds, gentle handling, different people, and safe littermate play. You can't control this, but you can ask breeders about it. Weeks 8-12, this is your window. This is when you do the most work, high leverage time. Weeks 12-16, secondary window, still useful, diminishing returns. After 16 weeks, not impossible to socialize, but you're fighting biology instead of working with it. So if your puppy is 10 weeks old right now, you have roughly 2.6 weeks of peak leverage left. Stop waiting until it's convenient. Start today. Step 2, build a socialization checklist and actually use it. Most people socialize randomly. They take the puppy to the same park, see the same neighbors, and think they've done the job. You need a checklist, and it needs to cover these 5 categories. 1. People. Men with beards, hats, glasses, uniforms, children of different ages, toddlers especially, people using canes, wheelchairs, walkers, people in high-visibility vests, helmets, hoods, people who move unpredictably, runners, cyclists. Environments. Hardwood floors, tile, grates, stairs, sand, grass, gravel, elevators, parking garages, busy streets, vet office, even just to visit, not for treatment, pet stores, outdoor cafes, hardware stores. 3. Sounds. Thunder, recordings count, fireworks, traffic, crying babies, shouting, applause, vacuum cleaners, blenders, lawnmowers, skateboards, motorcycles, trucks. Ears, paws, mouth, tail, touched daily. Nail trims, even fake ones with a clipper that doesn't cut. Being restrained gently. Being picked up by different people. 5. Animals. Other dogs of different sizes and energy levels. Cats if possible. Livestock if relevant to your life. Print this out. Put a check mark next to things you've done. The ones without check marks, those are your next outings. Here's a stat that should bother you. Studies estimate that fear-based behavioral issues are the #1 reason dogs are surrendered to shelters. Not aggression, not destruction, fear. And most of it is preventable if you socialize properly in the first 4 months. Step 3. Make every experience positive, not just neutral. Okay, this is the one where most people get it half right. They expose their puppy to things, but they don't pair the experience with something good. Here's the rule. Every new thing your puppy encounters should come with high-value food. Not kibble, not a boring biscuit. We're talking chicken, cheese, hot dog pieces, something your dog would eat even when distracted. Why? Because you're not just teaching your puppy that the thing is safe, you're teaching them that new things predict good things. That's classical conditioning. That's Pavlov, and it works. Here's how to do it. New person approaches, rain treats from the sky. Weird sound, immediately feed 5 treats in a row. Walking on a metal grate, scatter food on it. Puppy sees a kid on a bike, chicken party. The goal is a puppy who hears or sees something novel and looks at you because they've learned that new things mean good things are coming from their person. That's not just socialization. That's the foundation of a confident dog who trusts you in uncertain situations. One caveat: don't flood. Don't force. If your puppy is shutting down, ears back, frozen, trying to escape, you've gone too far, too fast. Back up. Increase distance. Reduce intensity. Build up slowly. Pressure doesn't build confidence. Positive exposure at the right pace does. Step 4. Don't use the vaccine excuse to avoid the world. I'm going to say something that some people won't like. The fear of parvovirus, while real, is being used as a reason to keep puppies completely isolated during their most critical developmental weeks. And that is a mistake. Here's what the American Veterinary Society of Animal Behavior actually says. The risks of under-socialization outweigh the risks of disease exposure in most cases. Let me repeat that. The behavioral damage from isolation is statistically more dangerous to your dog's long-term well-being than the risk of disease in a well-managed environment. Now, I'm not telling you to take your unvaccinated puppy to a dog park where sick dogs might be. That's a real risk. I'm not dismissing that. What I'm saying is this. Carry your puppy in your arms through busy areas. Visit friends' homes with vaccinated, healthy dogs. Go to puppy classes that require proof of first vaccines and regular deworming. These are run on sanitized floors and with healthy pups. Sit outside a coffee shop. Let strangers give your puppy treats. Drive through different neighborhoods. Open the window. You can socialize without putting paws on high-risk ground. Get creative. The window is open. Use it. I want to tell you about a dog named Biscuit. Biscuit was a golden retriever, and if you know Goldens, you know they're supposed to be friendly with everyone. That's the breed. That's the whole thing. Biscuit's owners were careful, loving. They didn't want him to get sick, so they kept him home until he was fully vaccinated at 16 weeks. Then they started taking him out. By 6 months, Biscuit was barking at men in hats. By a year, he was reactive on leash to strangers. By 2 years, he bit a child at a family gathering. Biscuit didn't become a bad dog. Biscuit became an under-socialized dog, and the window had closed. His owners did everything right, except the one thing that mattered most. Step 5. Socialize for your dog's future life. Not a generic checklist, okay? Final step. And this one requires you to actually think. Most socialization advice is generic. Expose them to things. But your dog's life isn't generic. Think about the specific life your dog is going to live. Do you have kids, or will you visit homes with kids? Then toddler exposure is non-negotiable. Do you live in a city? Buses, sirens, crowds, elevators, those go on the priority list. Do you hike or camp? Introduce streams, rocks, wildlife sounds, and off-leash terrain. Do you travel? Get that dog in the car, at rest stops, in hotel lobbies, through sliding doors. Do you go to events, markets, breweries? Start taking them now, even for 20 minutes. Think 5 years ahead. Where will this dog be? Who will they meet? What will they need to handle calmly? And then work backwards. Build that experience now, while the window is open. One more thing. Don't stop after 16 weeks. The window closes, but socialization doesn't end. You need to keep your dog in the world, regularly, consistently, through adolescence and into adulthood. The brain stops being primed for it, but it never stops benefiting from it. Think of the socialization window as when you plant the seeds. What you do after is how you water them. Quick check-in. How old is your puppy right now? Drop it in the comments. If they're under 16 weeks, you've got time. If they're older, I'll tell you what to do next. Let's bring this home. Your puppy has a window. It is biological. It is time-limited. And it is the single highest leverage thing you can do for their long-term behavior. More than training, more than gear, more than the best food on the market. Here's your action plan starting today. Figure out how old your puppy is. Do the math. Count the weeks left. Download or write a socialization checklist. Hit every category. Buy high-value treats, chicken, cheese, hot dogs. Have them on you every time you leave the house. Make a plan for this week. 3 new environments, 5 new people, 2 new sounds. Don't wait for perfect conditions. Good enough right now beats perfect later. You brought this dog into your life. This is the part where you set them up to actually enjoy it. Beat. If this video helped you, subscribe. I post new dog behavior and training content every week. No fluff, no gimmicks. Just what actually works. And if you've got a puppy right now, hit me in the comments with their age and one thing on your socialization list you're going to tackle this week. I'll see you in the next one.